Hey guys, and welcome back. In today's video we are going to be going on with the injector install. I've done the ECU install in the previous video, and now we are going on to the injectors. So the injectors, there is a lot more work involved in the injectors because unlike a lot of cars, the RB30 intake actually essentially wraps around the fuel rail and covers all the injectors and the spark plugs. I do apologise, there's a lot of background noise. I have construction going on literally down the corner, and they weren't nice enough to stop when I wanted to record my YouTube videos, so we're just going to have to deal with it, and hopefully it's not too loud in the video. But yeah, the intake on the RB30 actually kind of wraps around the fuel rail and the injectors and stuff. So I need to, you can actually split the RB30 intake about halfway and take the top half off. So unfortunately there's a whole bunch of shit that needs to bolt into that, so I've got to take all that off, and I'll split the intake, take that off altogether. And then obviously get access to all the injectors, replace all that, get it all back together. So ECU's been done, injectors are on now, and then once that's done, we'll test run it and see how it all goes. So let's get stuck in it. I hope you enjoy the video. Now, one of the things with the RB30 is actually coolant flowing in the head. So this line here and this line under here, this actually connects back, if you can kind of see it, to the bottom of the head down there. I'll turn that up so you can actually see a little bit. That connects in there, which goes in to the side of the head there. That's actually coolant through here. There's a little bleeder valve in the top here. But because this is a high level, you can see it's a higher level than the radiator up here. That's actually a higher water point. So if I take that off now, anything from here up is going to want to come out of those pipes. So what I need to do is actually drain, get down under there's a little drain hole in the bottom of the radiator down this corner. Get down under the car, try and drain some of the coolant out to get that level down a little bit. Okay, so drain some of the coolant out. Whilst draining the coolant out, coolant itself really nice and clear and green, looks really healthy. Looking down into the top of the radiator though, I'm going to show you on camera and see if I can get it for you. The channels and the fins in the actual radiator itself, holy shit, they are clogged up with so much crap. I'll see if I can turn this around. I'll zoom in. Not sure how well we're going to be able to see this, but look at that. In that fin, look at the shit that is in there. The two of them, I mean, just those two at the top, it's literally brown muck. How this thing does not overheat is fucking beyond me. You can see there's a couple, so that one there that's the bottom left that's still quite kind of clear. But then there's these ones that are just absolutely putrid. But I mean, look at the coolant. Oh, turn that down so we can actually see. The coolant itself is beautiful and clear. The reason I kind of thought to look, you see that brown stuff in the bottom right hand corner of the top section here? So let me get some of my finger and show you. The actual coolant itself, nice and clear, but sharp edge on the inside of that. And you can't really see it's rust basically. You can see the brown stain on my finger, which that sounds gross. Not that kind of brown stain, rust from radiator. That's fucking gross. I did a coolant change obviously when I did the head when I first got the car. Took the head off, cleaned it, did a full coolant change then. Haven't needed to do it since. No coolant level issues. The coolant is literally sat. I've got it on the about 3/4 to maximum on the reservoir. It's basically sat on that. The colour of the coolant hasn't changed. I've had no issues whatsoever, no reason to change it. It's run beautifully cool the whole time. Coming out from the last wet pans, the first time it ran a little bit warmer than normal, but even then it was didn't really get above 90 degrees, and it was fine the whole way. Definitely going to do a coolant change when I do the turbo. Gonna hose the shit out of that and try and clear some of that out, because that's fucking disgusting. I did not realise it was that bad, because you open it up and it's just the green coolant on top. You can't actually see the fins normally, but anyway, we've got the coolant down. Not sure if it's enough. I'm going to try and start taking hoses off and see if we get coolant go everywhere. That's the only way we're going to know. And then I'll just drain it as far as I need to until we don't get coolant going everywhere. Let's go. Taking the bolts out, but if you'll seen me remove a bolt before. So basically there's 3 long bolts underneath here, and there's 4 shorter bolts at the top here. I'll just put them over in the on the workbench. I like to keep all my bolts, like when I take them out for stuff like this, I like to keep them in order so they go back in the same place they went. This for instance, there's 2 longer bolts on the outside and there's a shorter bolt on the middle that come up from underneath. Top ones are all about the same, or all pretty much the same length, just those bottom ones are slightly different. First thing I noticed when I cracked this is it smells very, very, very rich. Kind of oily rich, but it does get these oil breeze back into here, so it does actually pump the vapors from here back, but very, very fuely rich. Has been running rich for a long time while I was having the O2 sensor issues, so it's potentially just has been running rich, soaked into the gasket, hence the smell. But I'll take it off, I'll give it a good clean anyway before I put it all back together. Whilst I have this off, I might check my plugs as well, because having this off is going to give me a lot easier access to the plugs. I'll check those, because I haven't checked those since I fixed the O2 sensor. So I'll take this off, I'll check the plugs while I'm doing all this at the same time, just to give them a good clean, make sure they're all running better as well, because last time I took them off they were really kind of carbony. So the last thing I need to do, there is one hose here that's a short piece of hose, like a 90-degree angle, that goes to a hard line, so I can't take that off very easily. I'll do that as I take this off, and there's one coolant line left to take off at the back here, so we'll get that off. It's just kind of hard to get off whilst the top is on, so I can kind of take them off and pull the head kind of up and out at the same time as I wrangle these off. We'll see how we go. Now this coolant line actually goes part of the black down to where the heater is, so
if I haven't let enough coolant out, this is going to tell me. So we keep our fingers crossed we don't have coolant fucking go everywhere now. Oh man, that smells really fucking rich. Like crazy, crazy. Nice little clamp ties. That should just slide off. Oh, so that's an air hose. Let's just make it a bitch. Oh, something's off. And this coolant one's the next one. Started. Getting this back on is going to be fun. Let's see how we go. Pop. Goes the weasel. Oh, yeah. So you can see all this shit on here. See how glossy it is? It's actually a bit oily too. Yeah, it is a bit oily. So that's, can't really see it on the fingers, but yeah, you can see this end a lot worse than this end. These plugs were a lot filthier when I took them off as opposed to this end. So I'm wondering if we've got a little bit of blow-by or something on there, or just these ones are running extra rich. Where that, I'll just sit this down so I can show you. See this breather, I'll turn this around so I can actually see what I'm doing. This breather valve goes into this side of the head. So if it's getting a lot of blow-by on here and getting a lot of oil up, I've got to get this to a catch can. Because if that's coming in here, it's going to go straight into these cylinders, which would explain why this side's worse than this side. Yeah, I've got to get this into a catch can. Because that's just, if that's the oil that's going in my engine, no wonder it's running like shit. Like that is oil coming, that's sitting there. That's disgusting. Fuck me. Okay, well, answers that question. Okay, we're going to investigate getting a catch can for this. I've seen cheaper options for it. We're going to have to put one over there, some lines, catch can, and get the fuck rid of this because I don't want that going back in the engine. That is horrible. If that's what's going in there, the engine's not going to run clean. It's just going to run like shit. It's not getting the best out of it. It's supposed to be fuel and air, not fuel, air, and oil. God damn, that's a lot. That's fuck. Okay. Alright, I'll take that off. Let's see if you can see this. Turn this around so you can see it a bit better. Yeah, look how glossy that is. You can see. Ugh, yuck. Okay, so disconnecting the main fuel line from the filter to the fuel rail. What I need to do now is, there's a little clip here I need to take off just over the top of the fuel rail. There's a few bolts that hold the fuel rail itself in. There's the bolts that hold the, unplugging the, what is this called that I'm replacing? Unplug the injectors, that's it. They've got the plug at the top here. Unplug this stuff at the front just so I can move this wiring loom up out of the way. A few bolts that hold the fuel rail in, and then that will literally just, well, that and the obviously bolts that hold the injectors in, that'll all just pop out. I'll take that out or replace the injectors outside, we'll do it on the workbench, pop it all back in, reverse what we just did, and go from there. So let's get into it.
A few moments later.
All right, we are back for another day of intake, injectors, ECU, etc., etc. So where I left off yesterday, I've had to split this over a couple of days because I just haven't had time to get it done. The injectors, I'll turn this around so you can see it. Injectors are out, manifolds off. Ignore this thing. No one can see that. That's, yep, pretend you didn't see that. That's not there. Intake and injectors and stuff are off. Let's get off there. You didn't see that. Ignore it. Jedi mind trick. You never saw that. They're all off. Intake is... Yeah, it's a bit dark. I know. Turn the camera light on so you can actually see what the hell's going on. So that's all on. Everything's out of there. I'll just give them all a good clean. Going to do spark plugs while I'm here as well. Just give them all a good clean. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, I have figured out why my spark plugs are fouling. I will have to figure out a catch can or get a catch can for them. Intakes are ready to go. My new intakes are sitting up here in a box. So get these out. So bits flying everywhere. New intakes. Basically take these old ones on, replace it with those, pop it all back together. Reverse what I did in the start of this video. So hopefully the second half is going to be a little bit quicker. Yeah, let's get stuck into it straight away and get it done. if there's anything coming out.
Spicier.
Alright guys, so injectors in, I've taken it for a test run, actually ran really well. I feel like it's actually got a little bit more pickup in the mid-range. Ran fine, ECU's running fine, fuel pumps are running fine, so I've obviously done the wiring for that right, which thank God worked. Yeah, really happy with it. Very, very simple upgrade, very, very simple kind of thing to do. Anyone can do it at home with a bit of time and patience. Technically not massively hard. Yeah, really happy with it. Not going to know until I really kind of take it for a test drive. Have got a few other bits that I'm going to do a video on soon. Probably my next one's going to be about that. So not taking it out anywhere anytime soon. That was just step one of a bunch of upgrades that I'm wanting to do to it, or I'm in the process of doing to it. Ran really well. I don't know if you can see it in the video. I will go back and recording this before I've actually edited. So, of course, I'm recording it before I've edited. I can't record this after I've edited it and have it in the video. Anyway, I'm recording this after I've looked at the video from taking the test run, but hopefully you can see in the video that it's yeah, running fine, smooth. It did feel like I had a little bit more pick. It was noticeably punchier, noticeably more pull, especially in kind of the lower to mid range. This always kind of pulled really well through the whole range. Very torquey down low, but I felt like I set it in sort of second gear at one point and was, 2.5, 3,000, gave it a bit of stick, and it actually felt like it pulled a lot more than it did before. Nothing's on fire, nothing's smoking, nothing's sparking, nothing's burning. We're winning. Really happy. So yeah, that's the last one of these, of this little bit. As I said, there is some massive fucking stuff coming. If you were paying attention to this video, you probably would have seen hints at stuff that we're going to pretend we didn't see because I used the Jedi mind trick and you forgot about that. I'm going to be doing an official video or proper video about it and running through what the plans are over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully not too long because I'm frothing to fucking get this stuff done and get it back out there. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below, all the usual stuff. Interaction with the videos is what gets us up on the rankings on YouTube. So the more you guys comment, the more you guys interact and like and share and whatever, subscribe, the more this goes up. Goal is to have this channel and my other socials paying for Unicorn. So the more you guys interact with it, the more you guys kind of share it around and show some love, the better it's going to be for me in the long run. Yeah, new merch dropping with the next video. I've actually got new merch dropping at the same time, so keep your eye out. That's going to be an exclusive little merch drop that's coming through. Potentially another trade store coming up at an event. I've got to decide whether I'm going to be doing it or not. Just got to look at the dates and timelines and stuff to where I can get everything ready. I would like to get out there again because the last one was quite successful. It was really cool getting out there and people seeing the photos and stuff in the flesh rather than on digital. It's just hits different seeing your photos in real life. Yeah, so stay tuned. Massive things coming. Like, share, subscribe. I've already tried to sign this off. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it properly. Check it all out below. Check the other videos if you're interested. Follow along. Lots of stuff to go with this, and hopefully we get a few sponsors and stuff on board. Would be really cool to kind of help out and push this. I basically want to make this into a fun car, which, again, it's going to be another video. I've got a list as long as my arm of videos I want to do about the car and where we're going and the plans that I've got and the things I've decided on. So anyway, I am actually going to sign off for that time, Lucky. Take care, guys. I'll see you out on the track. Have an amazing time. Ciao.